So yesterday with the speedometer issue, the engine light came on, and even after the speedometer fixed itself, the engine light stayed on, but today it's turned itself off. So I thought it would be related to that, but I wasn't 100% sure.
In 700 meters,
Scale is still closed.
Highway 3.
Highly unusual for this scale to be closed. I won't complain. Saves me a solid 5, 7, 8 minutes. Square off the corner. Well, obviously I'm not making any kind of corner square. Not with 2 trailers behind me. There's no squaring off these corners. But I'm making sure that I don't take off his hood as I come around the corner. So rule of thumb for me, I do this math all the time around a lot of corners. If I've never taken the corner before, I'll really do this math. And I don't mean like corners on the highway. I mean 90-degree corners, or over 90, under 90, whatever. I always do the math. If it's a 90-degree corner, this is the equation I use. So with the Super Bee, with this particular Super Bee, this setup, I need 3.5 lanes to make a corner. When I count lanes, I mean the lane that we're in right now. So the lane we're in right now counts as a lane. The lane that we're going to make a 90-degree corner onto counts as a lane. So that's 2 lanes. So to make a nice 90-degree angle corner, you got 1 lane here, 1 lane there, 2 lanes. I need 3.5. This road has a shoulder. We just got another half. Now I still need 1 more lane. So to make that corner, am I going to use that lane, take that lane from here on this road that we're on, or am I going to take that lane from the road we're turning onto? I got lots of oncoming traffic, but the lane I'm turning onto doesn't have a lot of traffic, and I can use a wide lane over there. Oh wait, the lane we're turning onto has a shoulder as well, so I only need an extra half lane. So I only need to go half a lane into the oncoming traffic. There's nobody waiting there. I'll just stay in the lane I am right now, use half of the oncoming lane that I'm turning onto, and make that exit. Now I'm in town, and there is no shoulder. So I have this lane, and the road I'm turning onto has no shoulder. Now I've only got 2 lanes and no shoulders to deal with, so I still need 3.5 lanes. Luckily, most towns, the corners are rounded. That gives you half a lane. If you have a round, those concreted corners that have nice round corner instead of having a square corner at the intersection, most of them have a round one. That gives me half a lane. So now I just need to find 1 lane. So I either take a full oncoming lane over here. Most of the time in town, the road you're turning onto has traffic, so you just gotta slow down, wait, take the full oncoming lane that I'm on, and get onto the road I'm turning off. The other option, if there is no traffic, either you can take half a lane here and half a lane there. Does that make sense? If you're turning into an alley with square corners, that's only one lane there. I'm on a lane over here, so that's only 2 lanes. I need a lane and a half. So the road I am currently on better have a shoulder, or I am not making that corner. Because to go into an alley, only 1 lane wide, this road has a shoulder, I will take the full oncoming lane, go all the way to the other side of the road, and make that corner. Going into alleys is very, very tricky. You've got to really be patient. Just wait for traffic. If you have a gap in the traffic, take the lane. If traffic is coming, they're just going to have to stop and wait. That is why we sometimes take lanes over, and you're like, what is this guy doing? He has no choice. That truck driver has no choice but to take oncoming traffic. So if you ever see a truck all of a sudden veering into your lane, and there's a decent gap in front of you guys, just slow down, stop, wait for the truck to finish, and stop early, please. Don't stop halfway in the intersection. I need that whole intersection. So sometimes we just have to take the whole highway. We cannot make the corner without taking the whole highway. We own that intersection. And we own the 250 feet before that intersection and after that intersection where we're turning into. Because we need that whole area. That's why it's really nice having those rounded corners. Because in towns, that'll give you half a lane, plus you have the 2 lanes that you're currently on and going on to. You only need to find 1 extra lane. If it doesn't make sense, let me know and I'll draw a picture. Now every truck is different. If you're only hauling a single trailer, depends how long the trailer is, you're going to need different amount of space. But a Super B and a 58-footer trailer pretty much needs the same space. With a Super B, the lead is shorter than a long 58-footer trailer, 53-foot trailer. So it turns a bit tighter and the pup just kind of follows the back trailer unless it's a really tight corner. So for the most part, a full-length trailer, single trailer, takes the exact same amount of space to turn as a Super B. Even though the Super B is longer, with that articulation point in the center, it takes the corner sharper. So now if you have a short wheelbase on the truck, and a short trailer, you can get into much tighter spots. That's why the cab overs are so popular in Europe versus over here. We have all the room in the world over here in North America versus in Europe, the roads are all designed for smaller vehicles, so you need a shorter wheelbase on the truck and then a shorter trailer to make it around all the corners. I didn't really say where we are, did I? Okay, Okay, so today morning, okay, so last night I made it to Creston. I pulled into the grocery store and bought a bag of chips, some lemonade, some barbecue sauce, mustard. What else did I buy? I can't remember. There's some things I was getting a little bit low on. I buy these chips that are really, really low on salt, and honestly I can't go back to regular chips. As soon as I open a regular bag of chips, it just overwhelms me how salty they are. So, and Miss Vicky's makes these chips that are very flavorful but not salty. I can't eat other chips anymore. But anyway, stopped over there. Before we went there, I stopped in Summit and got that part, and you guys saw me put the part on yesterday, the hose. But my buddy was at the shop as well, so when I got to Creston, he's coming the same way I am. He's just running a little behind me, or a little in front of me by this point. He was running behind me yesterday, he's running in front of me today. I'll explain that. He was at the shop at Summit as well, so I said hi to him, and he told him I'm boogieing on if all of a sudden he can make it to Creston as well. I'm parking at the grocery store, and sure enough, he made it there about an hour after me. Parked over there and chatted for 2 hours, went to bed. He delivered in Erickson though, so that's coming up ahead of us here. And I had to deliver in Eastport. So we're headed back to Creston now. That was the yak scale that we went through or passed in the first thing in the video. So we're both going to do 2 more Eastport runs. We'll see if we can get both of those delivered. So he should have been unloaded in Erickson and probably loaded by now. And we should see him coming this way any second. Hopefully he's loaded by now. Unless he slept in. He was still sleeping when I got going, so. We'll see. We'll see. So I get to do this run, short little run back and forth doing transfers. That's okay, I don't mind doing it once in a while. Pays good. I find it kind of boring, but pays good. So this section of highway, I've driven twice now today. And then I'm going to pick up this load and then do it 2 more times. So I'm going to drive this section of highway at least 5 times, maybe 6. So yeah, I think I'll make this a 1 take. Let's do that. We'll just keep going because it's going to be the same highway over and over and over. We'll make this a 1 take. We'll see if we run into our buddy. He's driving a white and red Sutco truck. Unless I missed him already. I doubt it, but. Like I'm doing better with my throat. I'm not coughing. Doing good today. Never mind. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good today. No real complaints. No real complaints. U.S. Customs was pulling all the trucks in and checking all the trucks before crossing the border. I don't know what that was all about. They were inspecting trucks. They got the drivers to jump out and actually inspect the trucks, and they waved me through, but they saw me just barely exiting out of Eastport right into the customs, so they know I just came from the reload. So I was the only one they waved through. So yeah, I see them do that every now and then. I'm not sure what they're looking for. Are they making sure stuff isn't getting exported, or I don't know. I don't quite get what they search for. It's like doing customs twice. You gotta go through the customs to exit your country, and then you have to go through the customs to enter the other country. And if anyone knows what they would be looking for that, let me know, because that's weird to me. While I was getting unloaded in Eastport, the yard is basically just all these big rocks. They're like not tennis ball, golf balls and bigger than golf balls. Between a golf ball and tennis ball, that's how big the rocks are in this yard. Big rounded rocks like that. At least in some of the places. And forklift was driving by my truck, and when a tire, just barely clips the edge of these rocks, all of a sudden one of these rocks can go flying, right? And it smashed into the side of my door. It was actually a fairly decent dent on the side of the door. It certainly made me jump like crazy inside the truck. It's like, whoa, what the? So, yeah, they dented my truck. It's a rental truck, so I'm sure when they inspect it, when they get this truck back, we'll get dinged on that little dent. It's not like a huge dent, but it's a dent. When a rock that size hits the side, kind of like hail damage. If you see the hail damage from big hail, pictures like that, all those dents, one of those dents. Yeah, if that had hit the window, it would have come right through. Smashed the window. That was definitely exciting. Got my heart racing. It's like, good morning. Coming up to Ericsson here. I am honestly surprised we haven't seen the white Sutco truck. If I missed it, I'll be mad at myself. He might also have been delayed with the unload or with the loading where we're going, so who knows? Who knows? Hopefully it's on a lineup loading. take a look here as we get to the Northern Mat. That's a company. They make oil rig mats. Not just oil rig mats, environmental mats. So anytime there's any kind of construction in an environmentally sensitive area, they put these mats down so you drive on top of the mats instead of destroying the ground. And having the mats laying on the ground for a few months does kill the grasses and stuff, but the environment bounces back a lot quicker than if you had mudded through it and made these deep, muddy tracks through the forest. Right here is the mat place. Let's see if there's any trucks over here. I see no trucks over here, so he's not here. Okay, that sounds like good advice. Yeah, we're not actually going to drive through Creston. We're just kind of staying in Erickson here. Hate this corner. Round a blind corner, it's like no oncoming traffic, boogie down. Get across before there's oncoming traffic.
900 meters. Turn left on 32nd Avenue South.
Square 432818885.
That sounded like a entry number for customs. So they must have my paperwork ready for this load already.
In 400 meters, turn left on 32nd Avenue South.
Yeah, if he's not here, I'm going to be confused. I must have missed him. If
Turn left on 32nd
I'll have to go back and watch the video if he's not here. Ah, you got lots of room. He was backing up.
600 meters. Behind that JH House Rock on the right.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed. I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully headed back home. Alright, there's a truck here just tarping, so he may have been delayed here.
Arriving at G.H. Huscroft on the right.
Although I don't see a truck here, so I'm confused. And maybe they gave him a different run. That might be it. Maybe they gave him a different run. That might explain things. It's always a cool little mill to pull into. And they load you right on top of the scale here. You don't actually park on the scale itself. You make sure the scale is between the truck and the trailer, and then we can back up and move forward as once he's loaded, and then we can see if we're overweight or not. Anyway, I'm out of here. Thank you again, guys. You guys rock.